Well, hey there, folks. We're back in the 1993 Fleetwood Terry 19E travel trailer. I got all the lights on in here. It's nighttime, but I got the lights on in here. I figured I'd take you through a tour of the inside, and then we'll do the outside on another video. But we're going to start with the inside. So I guess we'll just start right here when you walk in the door. So this here is a storage area. Above the refrigerator, storage area. This here is your Dometic RM2510 refrigerator freezer. It's an absorption style RV refrigerator freezer. It works on 120 volt shore power or propane. These don't use a normal compressor like your household refrigerator. If you're familiar with RVs, you'll already know this. This one, to my surprise, actually works very well. The freezer gets ice cold and the refrigerator gets very cold. So I'm very happy with it. Go ahead and show you inside of there. So it's not huge, but it's a decent size for a, camper of this size. At least I think it is. So you have, your door storage here. You can put some cans of soda, whatever you put here. So here's your refrigerator right here. And then your freezer's up here. You have a small freezer area. Of course, that little ice bucket comes out of there if you don't want to use that. But this particular one kicks butt. Works great. So this here's your furnace. This runs off of, this is 12 volt. So it's a 12, the 12 volt operates the igniter and the fan, and it runs off of propane. So it's propane fired, forced air. The forced air, of course, is by the squirrel cage in there, which runs off your 12 volt. This right here is your power converter and fuses and breakers. And even though this model, I do not have an air conditioner on the roof, it is pre-wired for it. I'm not going to put one on there. And my reasoning for that is when we go camping, it's usually up high in elevation, it's cool. And I just don't want the extra weight or the condensation on the roof. If I was going to put it on, it would go right there. Okay, so here's your oven right here. Here's your 4-burner stove. You don't really see that anymore, do you? Usually 2 or 3 burner. That's pretty cool though, and it's in, excellent condition. Of course, this folds up when you're using it. Here's your little vent here. Here's above storage here, or you can put a microwave in here. It does have the breaker for the microwave. I just, previous owner never put one in, and I really don't see the reason to have it. But plenty of storage in there. And if you do decide to put a microwave in there, you see you have a little cutout there. That's for the cord to go into the next cabinet here. So here's the next cabinet. You can see there's your outlet right there where your microwave would plug into. Open up this and show you all this. So that's the storage above the sink there. I don't have this fully loaded yet. I'm working on getting stuff in here. I probably got about a good 80-85% of everything I need in here. It's got a pretty big sink for a small travel trailer of this size. Really good condition. All the blinds in here are the original Bali metal blinds. Those are a fortune to buy nowadays. It's all vinyl or plastic nowadays. I did put a paper towel holder in here. Here's the switch for your water pump to turn your water pump on. For your sink, your shower, your toilet, your sink in the bathroom, your outside shower, all that stuff. Of course, this is your tells you the levels of your tanks there and your battery condition. The freshwater tank, the gray, the black, they're all empty, but the batteries are brand new. I do have two 12-volt batteries on here. Here's your thermostat for the furnace. I'm assuming this here is a butcher block to put your knives in. You have a 120 outlet there. Here's some storage under the sink. Got some pots and pans under there. A fish cleaning kit down there with a little cutting board and some fillet knives and some baskets. I have a room for a lot more stuff. Like I say, I haven't really packed it up with a whole lot of stuff, but then again, you really don't need to. 3 drawers here. So I cut this to fit in here. It was a little wide. Just use my oscillating tool for that. You know, we'll probably never even use the silverware, but I figured, why not have it? We'll probably just use plastic, but who knows? So there's the next drawer down. As you can see, we got tons of plastic utensils in there. This drawer here kind of has a whole bunch of everything, including a whole bunch of plastic utensils. Okay, move on to over here. Here's a little shelf right here. Storage area. I have all the manuals that came with the camper when it was brand new, and all the receipts for all the repairs for over the years. So that's just a storage area there. This here is a touchscreen, AM, FM, Bluetooth, stereo I put in. You can put a USB drive in there and play music off of it. It also has a mini SD card slot you can play music off of. 3.5mm jack you can hook up to your phone to play music off of. And you can even hook up a camera to it, like if it was in a vehicle for a rear view camera. But it's a great price at Walmart. It's $59.99 and works perfect for in here. That's all I need. This here is a little panel I put in here. It has your on and off switch, so that way at nighttime this doesn't keep you up, because believe it or not, this little tiny bit of blue LED will keep you up at night if you like it dark. But that monitors your battery voltage. And right here, there's a 2.1 amp USB charger. You can charge 2 devices off of that. And then your standard 12 volt cigarette lighter auxiliary style plug there. So I installed both of those. I am considering installing a CB radio in here, because I personally, I'm really big into CB radio, and I've got like a whole cabinet of CB radios and all kinds of stuff that I'm not using. I wouldn't want to put something too power hungry in here to kill my 12 volt deep cell batteries. But I was thinking maybe a little Cobra 25, Cobra 29, Uniden 980, Actually, a Unity 980 would probably be pretty good. Then it would have sideband. But I was thinking maybe I could mount it right down here somewhere. That's in the future. I'm going to think about that. And then there's storage up here. This is the front. I currently have sleeping bags in there. This is all my camping stuff that I've had in my shed that I've held on to since I sold my last camper. So that's storage. That's probably all I'll ever use it for. But it also folds down and makes a sleeping area. As you can see, there's a latch on either side right there. And when it folds down, it sits on these two right there. And there's blocking in the wall to support that. It says no more than 150 pounds to sleep on there. And of course there's a board that goes over the door so you don't fall through it. So that would be good for a small child up there. You know, it might be kind of fun. Could use it if you want to. So here's a front couch right here. And those are my towing mirrors. They're just sitting there, better in here than in my vehicle, because they actually fit both of my tow vehicles. This converts to a bed. Stand by and I'll show you that. Okay, so there we are. That's pulled out. And all you do is just basically grab right underneath it and pull it, and it just flops right down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that back up, so stand by. Okay, and then these cabinets are all storage up here. This is above the dining area here. So I don't think I have anything in here right now, but I will. Of course, here's the clock that actually came with it back in 1993. So here's the dining area right here. And this turns into a sleeping area as well. This table drops down. Fold this leg up, table drops down, and it sits on those supports right there. And then of course these come out and they fill the gap on top of the table. So you have a sleeping area there. And then under here, this is all storage. And there's an outside access door. This is where I keep my weight distribution hitch, my jack, my torque wrench to check the lug nuts, wheel chocks, extension cord. Basically any type of utility item is in here. This here is also storage under here. I currently don't have anything under here, but I will. We'll probably end up keeping our pillows, I'm thinking, under here. Not sure just yet. We may end up putting our pillows in here, who knows. Or maybe back there, I'll show you that in a second. But there is storage under both of these, which is really cool. Here's just a little table when you first come through the door here. You can see the doors right there. And there is storage here. And I have stuff down there like lanterns and fire starters, and got a little camp stove down there, and you know, rope and a little tool kit, extra mantles for the Coleman lanterns, all kinds of stuff in there. I do have a brand new fire extinguisher I just put in here because that's always a must. There's a little dill there to scrub your feet before you come in, knock all the rocks and mud off. Just have that there right now. Here's another storage area here in the back. You have a shelf on the top. You can put hangers right there to hang your shirts or whatnot. Pretty decent size area in there. Right now I just have a little table in there where I can put my Coleman cook stove outside if I decide to set it up. And then we have a little area down here, and I have a Dutch oven in there, my Coleman propane stove, a griddle that goes on top, actually one of the old aluminum, cast aluminum griddles, and some propane adapters. And I think I keep 6 bottles of the 1 pound propanes in there, so that makes a good use of storage. So we'll go back here. Okay, and that's what it looks like from this view. Got a mirror right there. There's the bathroom door there. You have a vent right here on the roof. This is a fantastic fan. It's on right now. These things are amazing. You have another vent right here. This is where your roof AC would go if I ever decided I wanted to put one on there, but I don't think I do. And it is pre-wired for it. As you can see, you can access it once you pull this cover off. All the lights, I have put LED bulbs in them. I didn't go with you know, the real bright bluish color, or what they call daylight. I personally don't like those, neither does my wife. We like the LEDs that kind of mimic the regular incandescent, the like 27 to 3000 Kelvin light output. So that's why I stayed with these. And to me, it's not about the color, it's not about being brighter, it's about being able to run them longer on the batteries. You can run these LEDs for a long time. You know, probably well over 100 times longer than you could incandescent bulbs. So yeah, all those have been changed out. And even the little cook light under here, I went ahead and changed that out for an LED as well. Alright, let's go ahead and show you in the bathroom area here. So here's the door. You can see you got some racks that pull out here. You can hang your towels or whatever you need to on. There you got a medicine cabinet right there. You got me in the picture there. Here's just your standard RV sink right there. You got a 120 outlet. This here's your switch to turn the light on or off in here. You have some storage under there. Here's your typical Thetford RV toilet. Got a couple racks here. Gotta love the 90s brass color here. Here's your third vent here. I did go ahead and install a new little motor and fan in there. And of course LEDs in here as well. The medicine cabinet in here is actually quite a nice size for being such a small little camper. Here it is opened up. You can see you have quite a decent sized room in there. And they do have these edges so it captures your stuff so it doesn't roll out. That's nice. And it has the latches on the bottom so they don't open up while you're traveling. I am going to replace the shower curtain. Maybe one of you guys can tell me what the purpose of this is. I have no idea. It looks like it came with it. I can't figure it out, but I'm going to update the shower curtain. So I did go ahead and install this the other day. It's Oxygenix Body Spa. I haven't used it yet. I haven't tested it. But I know all the RVers on YouTube really swear by these. So they say they really extend your showers. And I guess it uses vacuum to inject air into it. And it seems like it's more pressure even though it's not. Basically, I've heard this is a must in an RV. So I went ahead and installed that. And installed it right here. I didn't use any screws. I just used some 2-part epoxy to put that on there. That way if I ever want to take it off in the future, I can with probably a drywall spatula without, you know, damaging it. I didn't want to put any holes in here. So there's a faucet down there for it right there. Go ahead and show you the surround of the shower everywhere. It's actually in really good condition. Most of these are really yellowed and nasty this year. This one's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Get a little better view of it there. And it's important to show you the roof everywhere in this little travel trailer. There's absolutely no issues with the roof. This roof has never leaked. And that's pretty rare, because most of these sit around and they leak and they get mold and they get destroyed, and well, you're screwed at that point. You got to turn to the roof. Just want to show this whole roof. It's that's the main reason I purchased this one, because even ones that are 5 or 6 years old, all the ones I was looking at, the roofs were just all rotted out. And I tell people, if you're going to look at one and you've got something in the way, open it up and check those corners. Make sure there's nothing leaking in there, not discolored, not yellowed. It's important to check all the corners real well. But yeah, no leaks ever in this, and I'm very happy about that. Even around the vents. And these are the speakers for the stereo. It came equipped with speakers from the factory, and they still all work. There's 4 of those. And all the wires just happen to be ran out right behind the cabinet here. So I tested the wires, figured out what was what, and there we go. And like I say, there's your furnace there. So it just heats the whole area up straight out of here. And then you have a separate duct going to the bathroom area, because it has a door on it. So get some heat in there. And it does, you know, have the 90s vinyl flooring, but it's all in immaculate condition. Actually, all of this is that same flooring under here. The original owner did put this carpet in here when he first bought it in '93, and it's been in here ever since. And it's just laying on top. It could be taken out, but it's protected it over the years. You can see right there where it ends right there. And there's some folding chairs I have. Just keep them there because they don't impede the bed coming out or anything. And the fresh water tank is inside. It's underneath the couch or the bed right here. So I'll show you that. So there's your fresh water tank right under there, along with the water pump under there. And your water heater is actually right behind there. So all your fittings to bypass it, winterize it, everything are right under there and totally accessible. Here you've got another 120 outlet, and that's for a TV antenna, of course. So I thought about putting a TV in here. Usually I've never taken a TV with me whenever we went camping before. I probably don't need one. But if I did, you know, I could just either set it right here, or I could maybe mount a small flat screen up here. But I purchased this 93 Fleetwood Terry 19E because it's in immaculate condition. It's much better than, I'd say, 90% of the newer ones I've looked at, and it's built solid. It's built so much more solid than the new ones. The new ones, I know they're fancier, the insides are more modern, they don't compare as far as the structure, the framing, they just don't compare. So that's why I bought this, and I've been cleaning it all up real well and just putting my little touches on it. There's the inside. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll go on an in-depth of the outside and, you know, all the systems out there. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up.